How the heck are you guys? Happy New Year. I'm Fastidious. It is New Year's Eve right now, and it is a very, very good time in Watcher of Realms. And frankly, it's been a very good year in Watcher of Realms. We just got a huge, huge Christmas gift. The devs were very nice for this one. I'm going to show you in 1 second. And I have some major news about plans for the channel and most importantly, for my website. Tons of good news. We've had a lot of great things happen the past 24 to 48 hours, and I cannot wait to share it with you. And outside of Watcher of Realms, this was a really huge year for the channel. We just passed 50,000 subscribers, so thank you guys so much. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, we're already heading towards 60K. Please make sure to subscribe right now. It helps me out so much. It helps the channel out so much, and it's totally free. Also, I'm planning a celebration for 50,000 subscribers, probably a stream. If you have suggestions and you make it to the end of this video, please let me know in the comment section below. Let me show you the New Year's gift right now. Please, please go claim it. If you've been away from the game at all and you just want to log in for one day at all in these coming weeks, today is the day because this New Year's Eve gift is fantastic. Go ahead and claim it. After that, I want to go over my general thoughts for 2025. It's going to be pretty brief. I have another video coming out later today where I'll shed some more light on that in a really cool way. I think you guys will appreciate it. But for now, it'll be a little quick thing. Then we'll get into the website. But here we go. Let's get to this gift. This was teased in some announcements on Discord and actually in game, but I actually think a lot of players forgot about it. I didn't. I've mentioned it on some streams. I mentioned it when it was announced. I've been looking forward to it, but they did announce it weeks ago. So I think it was a very happy surprise for a lot of players. If you did forget about this, what a nice thing to see in the game when you opened it up today, when you went into your inbox. And if you have been away from the game, like I said, today is the day. This is your moment. The New Year's gift, 10 ancient summoning crystals. We're about to get one of the better banners ever. That's kicking off on Friday. It is for Ingrid, the singular best hero in the game, and it is for Cadgram, who will instantly enter the game and become the best tank we've ever seen. I'll be breaking him down later today, and I'll do a showcase tomorrow. And let me tell you, he is what we in the industry call stupid overpowered. He is so tanky, it's mind-boggling. Let's put it that way. It's ridiculous. So if you want a shot at Ingrid and Cadgram, especially if you just went all in for Rivenhald and Valara, I think a lot of people blew their wad, blew their whole freaking stack, dumped the load, if you will. They did that trying to get Valara. Well, you at least have 10 summons now. So this is phenomenal. If you're wondering why I have so many summons, definitely go watch my Rivenhald Valara pulls. Let's just say I had my best 10 pull of all time, and I saved myself a couple summons. I didn't have to pull that much. But even though I have 94, which is pretty good, I think, for the current situation with all these crazy banners, another 10 is welcome here. I think if you have 1,500 summons saved, another 10 is welcome there. And I think if you're bone dry and you have 0 summons, certainly 10 ancient summons are welcome. So a big thank you to the developers. A lot of people have been wanting a reset book as a gift for this Christmas New Year's event. And I've been saying since day one, as soon as it wasn't announced, that it wasn't going to happen. Maybe we wake up tomorrow and you get the most special gift ever, but it's not going to happen. And I would love to eat my words, but the reset books are so rare. That's why I preach to you guys to value them so much. When people go, should I reset my A5 Wukong to make my Kagiri A3? No, no, they're so rare. You should only reset something that was a major mistake and something that you don't need, right? I wish it would come. It isn't coming. Almost certainly 99.9% chance it's not coming. What is coming and what is here is 10 ancients. 10 ancient summoning crystals. What a gift. That is phenomenal. So we all have a minimum of a 10 pull for Ingrid and Cadgram on Friday or this weekend, whenever you want to do your pulls. That is awesome. Let's talk quickly about 2025. Overall, broad strokes, I think this was a great year for the free-to-play experience in Watcher of Realms. And that's kind of what I have always cared the most about in any game I cover, but certainly in Watcher of Realms, because this is my favorite game, this is my job, blah, 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 blah. It might not feel that way, and it might not feel that way because the biggest issue we have now, I do think, is kind of compounded by how how easy it's gotten to progress and how good it is for free to play now. That will make sense in one moment. But the reason I'm saying it's so easy for free to play is they give you so much more. Go back and watch my Grind for Glory series and my free to play series when I kicked off my account summer 2023. It was like a third. Rewards were like a third of what they are today. At best, a third. I mean, we could not get ancient summons. The best players in the game were getting like 20 a month, maybe. I don't even think I got my first. I don't think I even had 10 ancients 2 months into the game. My first ancient banner I ever pulled on, I had 8 summons. 8 summons. Nowadays, a new player can still get, like if you've been playing for at least a week or so, you can get at least 10 to 20 a month at a minimum. Very quickly, that becomes 40 or 50. And by the time you reach the end game, you're looking at 100 plus every single month just by doing your free stuff in game. They give us so much more stamina. They give us much better gear, and it's much easier to farm because of the Forge. The Forge is probably the most game-changing thing that's ever happened for progression in this game. The list kind of goes on and on. We have all the crazy ways to improve our gear and artifacts now through Malric resources. Malric is probably the most game-changing addition of this year in terms of content. Yes, the farm is pretty brutal. You can see I'm stockpiling my high runes over here. Hopefully we get a big stream going soon and I can start knocking these out. But getting the rewards from this, it's crazy how much they just make everything more doable. So it used to be a crazy accomplishment, right? When we would do old free-to-play challenges, to clear all the 21s in 30 days. Now, I'm not saying everyone should do it, but if you're like a knowledgeable player in this game, if you're grinding and min-maxing, I don't see how you wouldn't be able to if you're grinding your butt off. And even if you're casual, it used to be within 100 days, some people were still trying to beat their 19s. Now, I mean, this all comes with the caveat that, you're online, you're part of the community, you're watching my videos, someone else's videos, you're chatting with people on Discord, whatever. But if you're that person, I don't see how, even if you're like a casual free to play, you're not clearing 19s within 100 days. And now when you clear the 19s, you get a Lord Selector ticket and this and this. We didn't even used to have the random legendary after 18s. The list just goes on and on and on. I actually can't keep up with how many ways they've kind of greased the wheels for us. I mean, some of you might not notice. Some of you might not know, I should say. Maybe you haven't noticed. The Volca missions were reformed after about a year into this game. We didn't used to get those guaranteed perfect roll pieces of gear. Now, of course, you do. I mean, it started with that, and it's just snowballed and snowballed and snowballed. The amount of things they've added, particularly over this past year, that make resource accumulation better is crazy. Now, I'll quickly say the worst thing is the best heroes in the game are all ancient exclusive and all limited banners for the most part. There are a couple exceptions, right? Especially with supports. We've got units like Eloin and Nerissa and Draylin, Ireless. For sure, we've got those. There's more I'm not saying. For DPS, it's kind of Nazah, right? A bonded Silas, maybe, Hex with some awakenings, Virna. But for the most part, the absolute game changers in this game are insanely hard to get. And particularly if you're a newer player, it's just you'll never catch up, right? So the only way you can catch up is for new power creep exclusive units to come and for you to get them. And I think that's what they need to fix heading into 2026. So 2025, they've made the start and the catch up and the quick progress you can make crazy. It's night and day compared to what it used to be. But, as they head into 2026, they got to find ways to, give us more options to get these top premium units, especially for new players or newer players. Or at the very least, they have to, address how heavily weighted it is when it comes to the pool of good heroes and bad heroes and where they come from. There aren't that many super top end OP heroes now in the game, and they almost all come through really exclusive means, right? And I just think it's a game of catch up that a lot of people can't keep up with. So I think they need to address that so we can get more and more new players into the game. Anyway, that's where I want to leave that. I have a big surprise for you in a small casual video later today. But let's wrap this thing up and let's talk about the incredible website stuff we've been cooking up. First off, I know there have been issues on the website. If you don't know that I know that, it's because you're not following my Discord, and that's where I make announcements. Frankly, that's just how I communicate with you guys. So please, before you DM me, which I never understand because it means you're on Discord. So why haven't you seen the Discord announcements? But if before you DM me or comment on my videos that something's not working, whatever, check the announcement section in my Discord because I'm on top of this stuff. I know the website was down for a few days. I shouldn't say down, but kind of funky and defective. We had a huge issue with the server, crazy behind the scenes stuff I'm not going to talk about. Our web dev, Archer, did a phenomenal job. We're very grateful to him. Finally, it is 100% working again. If you go onto your mobile device or your tablet or the PC, your laptop, Mac, whatever, and it's not working, that is now a you issue. It's not your fault. It just means in your browser, you have some of the old defective stuff, like in your cache or your cookies. So go to your settings, clear out your cookies, clear out your cache, and you'll be good to go. If you're on PC, press Control F5. It will reset and automatically clear that stuff, and you are good to go. Everything is working now, I promise. So please get into that. Now that everything is working, we can start doing major updates. And I've been planning a lot of stuff for a long time now. Let's kick off with the biggest thing. That's going to be the tier list. So the tier list, this stuff is all current, except for maybe a couple brand new heroes. But for the most part, it's all insanely current. I still stand by everything here. The problem with it is I am no longer a fan of my old grading conventions. We're looking at the top units, but you can just see there's too much gold. Too many units got crazy high grades. I've worked for a long time now on refining new rubrics, both for how people earn different grades overall and how units earn different grades for specific content. And I will be rolling that out over the second week of January. So just a week and a half from now. It might take me 1, 2, 3 weeks once the rollout begins because we're going to go back and re-rate everyone. But trust me, it is going to be transformative. And if you already like the tier list, it's going to be like twice as powerful because there's going to be a lot more specificity and logic behind each grade. We're still integrating some tool tips so you can have a little hover action potentially. We'll have a separate page to get explicit details on how each grade is defined. I know you guys have been waiting for a while, but trust me, the wait is going to be worth it. This is a really cool update. It's been the biggest update behind the scenes thing I've been planning forever. So that officially is coming in January. The rollout should begin, I think, the second week of January. Something would have to go very wrong for that to not happen. So look forward to that. It's going to be very cool. Everything's going to get a makeover. Everything's going to be updated and beautiful, and it's going to fit into the new, excellent, in my opinion, grading conventions. So look out for that. The next big thing is going to be the gear codes. I know I just put out a new gear code. I think it's really good. You should go check out this video. However, with this new update that was announced today in game, we'll talk a little bit more about the update at the end of this video, but with this big update, one of the things, this is the longest patch notes they've ever had. I actually compared it to some of my old videos and old patch notes. This is the longest patch notes they've ever had. But you can see if I scroll, where did they tell us about it? They are expanding the cap when it comes to gear plan rules. So where is it? Oh my God, stick with me. There's so much it's just the biggest update ever. Here we go. Number 10 and other. Increase the maximum number of gear recommendation plans from 20 to 50. Plans, they're kind of misspeaking. It's the rules within a gear recommendation plan. So when you use a set of gear recommendation settings, it's no longer 25 rules, it's 50. And that is going to give me so much more power when it comes to customizing those rules. So I've actually already had a little mini rule update planned. I hope you don't mind. I'm going to delay it until after this update because I would just have to update it again once the new rules are added. So probably on January 7th or 8th, you'll get them. I'll explain every single rule. It's going to be a painstaking video, but it's the recommendation settings will be more powerful than they've ever been before. Because I don't have to do these clever tricks, in my opinion, but I don't have to do these kind of maneuvers where I make one rule that's catching multiple things. Now I can just make a rule for each thing. It doesn't need as much tact because we have way more rules to work with. It was a big challenge fitting everything into 25 rules. And lately I've been trying to make it like 22. So you guys would have room to add rules of your own. Now it's all good because we got 50 friggin' rules. I'll probably do 40 rules and you'll have 10 rules for yourself, or maybe it's 45 and you have 5 rules for yourself. So much to do. Maybe it's 35. We'll see. But I'm going to flesh everything out and it's going to cover anything you want. And then it's going to be really clear what rules you can delete if you don't like them. So there you go. I think this is pretty huge stuff. And that's obviously going to be shared in a video, and I'll share the codes in game with the code. the codes with the code, and then you'll find them on my website. So go to fastidious.gg/gear-codes, and you can find your specific code. We'll update all of them as soon as the rule cap is expanded for each gear plan, right? So when it goes from 25 to 50. Very nice stuff. I'm really excited. I hope you can tell. I hope you guys are going to have an incredible 2026. The last thing I want to say is with that update, I made an announcement today on my Discord. Let me pull it up. And I was basically saying, holy crap, this is like the longest patch notes of all time. This update is enormous. I said, would you guys mind if I split it into multiple videos? To be honest, more people voted for only one video. 75 people voted for one video. I'm not doing that. I have to edit all my own videos right now. My editor's on vacation. I'm not editing a 70-minute video. I read this in my head as quickly as I could in bed when I woke up this morning. It took me 16 minutes to read while like going back and making sure I understood everything. And these are dense, endlessly long patch notes. These will be 2 videos. The first one will be tomorrow. The second one will be on the 2nd. Look forward to that. I won't do 3. That only got 8 votes, but there's literally no way I'm doing 1 video. So there you go. Thank you guys so much. Be sure to go and claim your free 10 ancient summons. This is not clickbait. This is not a joke. Look at that. I was at 94. Now I'm at 104. Crazy stuff. Thank you to the devs for this gift. Thank you to you guys for supporting me this whole year. We just passed 50,000 subscribers. I am going to do a stream today, but I haven't planned a celebration stream yet for that. If you have suggestions for what we should do to celebrate 50,000 subscribers, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much. Have an amazing 2026. I've been Fastidious. Share it with your mother, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.
Fastidious.